Let me see if I'm live. Y'all know I'm old, so I don't know if I'm live yet. I got to check my channel to see if I'm live. I'm old, so it's okay. It's okay. It's really funny that it's like, this is what you make your money off of, and you still don't know how half of this crap works. But that's fine. That's fine. Like, again, like, I'm a comedian. I did not like, I'm a comedian. I'm not a video editor. I'm not a I'm a comedian. I just make jokes. But I used to be a paralegal. So everybody wants to know about my thoughts on this Tasha K incident. First, let me give you my thoughts on Tasha K. Let's do that first. Let's get there first. Let's let everybody get in the room. You know, I don't go live often, but, you know, God be with me. Please, you know, just, you know, let me not say anything that gets my channel taken down. And first, let me say this, Tasha, you helped me get my channel back. Like, I have the utmost respect for you. Tasha K here are my thoughts. She has done what a whole bunch of white men have done. Let's talk about Howard Stern. Let's talk about Dave Chappelle. She is a shocking comedian. Let's talk about the creators of Family Guy. Let's talk about South Park. She ain't doing nothing that white men ain't been doing for years. Why is she not allowed to do it? Because she's a Black woman. Why is she not allowed? First, ask that question. Tasha is funny. Tasha is intelligent. And she's a really nice person. Like, she was there for me. And she don't get shit from me. She shouted me out. She was there for me when YouTube unfairly took my channel down when I hadn't done anything. She is a good person. Let's get that straight and clear. I admire her. I respect her. Do we do different things? Yes. We tell jokes in a different manner. But I would consider her a comedian like I consider myself one. So let's get that out of the way. This is no personal attack. I respect her and I admire her. Got more subscribers than me, child. Got to 1 million real quick. I wish I had that. However, let's talk about this case. So, Cardi B sued her for libel. Let's first get the definition of libel. Libel is a published false statement that is damaging to a person's reputation, a written defamation. Now, let's break this down. Libel, it has to be written or, in our case, recorded. Defamation or slander is, I just said something about you. For example, when I say Beyonce is a song stealer, I can say that because there is written history that she has stolen songs. There are out-of-court settlements where your intellectual property rights were in question. These things are facts. That's why Beyonce ain't never sued me. Believe me, she would if she could. She would if she could. But she can't because I speak the truth. However, if somebody got online and said, Alex Rogers abuses his kids, well, I don't have kids. So that is a lie. And I can sue you for that. Apparently, the court, and this is not my opinion, this is what the court of law has found, because I wasn't in the case, I wasn't in the courtroom. But a court of law has found that Tasha K has said some statements that are untrue and claimed them to be facts. This is why I have the Allegedly Show theme song. Let's all sing it together. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. I can say whatever I want to after that because it's allegedly, because it's like, I just got this from the blogs. Like, I'm not saying it's the gospel. I'm not saying it was written in the Bible and it's true and it's a fact. I'm just like, girl, this is what I heard. And this is what I think about what I heard. That's why Amanda Seals can't sue me. She can't. Because the truth is, if you like the video that you would play in court, it's going to start with that song. And everyone's going to be like, okay, so he literally said before the show started, this is just what I heard. This is not to be taken as fact. Your case is torn apart. Because in this country, we are allowed to express our opinions with the First Amendment. And also everybody's saying like, oh, YouTube is going to change. No, it's not. Nothing's going to change. Messy bloggers will still be messy bloggers. The Inquirer will still be the Inquirer because we have a really strong First Amendment in this country. And as long as you frame what you say correctly, you can say whatever you want. I can say, okay, this is an example. An example. Can we all agree? I'm about to give you an example. An example. Like somebody's still gonna cut this video and be like, Alex said this, but you know, whatever, child. I don't care no more. I can say I'm going to put person X cheated on their wife. Now, if I say that, that is a factual statement. That means I'm saying that as it's like, okay, person X is cheating on their wife. That's a fact. If I say person X, if I say I think person X is cheating on their wife or person X is acting like they're cheating on their wife, that's two different things. I can say you acting like, I can say I think, I can say, well, it looks to me, I can say that all day long. Let you see that thong. Oh, wait, hold on. Somebody was messaging me. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my, who is messaging me saying, I'm glad you're doing a lot? Well, let me see if we can bring some people in. Let's see if we can bring some people in. Because I would love to have a conversation with, how do I bring people in? Lord, I'm old. Okay, let me see if I can put this link in here. All right, let me see. Oh, look, I'm in my 40th year for real, y'all. For real. I'm happy about it. Every year without a headstone is a milestone. But it's just everything, like, I don't know how to use this stuff. I never even got into Snapchat. I never even learned how to use Snapchat. Now nobody uses it anymore. But anyway. Okay, I think I put the link in the chat if somebody wants to shimmy on in the room and talk about this with me. But you can't say things like that. You can't say that this is a true statement when it's not. Now, here's the sticky part about the law. Here's the really sticky, icky part. Oh, wait, Veronica, we're going to bring you in 2 seconds. I just want to finish this point. If Tasha K had been correct and Cardi did have herpes, it would have been a true statement and she could have said it all day. Even though that's not correct. Now, hold on. We're going to add Veronica and Mimi in. See, add to stream. Okay. All right. Hello, my lovely ladies.
Hello.
Oh, Veronica, you are coming in with hair. You are coming in with the beautiful draped goddess dress. I am loving it. Veronica came to play.
Oh, thank you. I just finished the podcast and I thought it was on camera, but it wasn't. So I'm glad to this look.
I've been there too. I've been there too.
I'm all rushing, like, let me get this hair, wear my face. They're like, oh, we're gonna turn it
I
off.
mean, but like, let me like to finish what I was saying. Like, for example, if I had HIV, I don't have HIV. I don't have any problem with people who do have HIV. I've dated HIV positive guys before. It's not an issue for me. That's like being mad at somebody for having cancer.
Mm. Yeah.
But like, I remember once when I went to get tested, as I often do, and
Mhm.
then it was like, "Oh my god, I love your show," and I was like, "Okay, I'm glad you love my show, but that's terrifying because you're gonna know my results before I do." If she had told somebody, "Oh, I'm HIV positive," the person that she told would not be under any HIPAA oath, and if
Mhm.
it was a fact, I could not sue them because it is the truth.
Mm. I see what you're saying. It is the truth. There's there's also an extent. I mean, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I've heard from other people who work in the legal system, like, okay, you could throw allegedly out there, but so many times with certain amount of slander. Because I was watching Tasha K. Again, I think she's a talented person, all that kind of stuff. And I was
And
watching.
that's and I love that you said that. Let's reiterate that we are talking about First Amendment issues. We are talking about the bigger issue. Nobody is slandering Tasha K. Nobody is slandering her on here. Nobody's saying anything negative about her. It's about, okay, well, this happened. A court of law found this to be true. Everybody wanted to know my opinion about it, so we gonna talk about it. And I was a paralegal, so it is something that's like, I can actually speak to this.
Oh, that's good, because I'm just like, okay, there. When it comes to, like you said, the slander and the freedom of speech, everything has its limit.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw allegedly out there, like, oh, allegedly. I have not seen an example where somebody just stretched out the allegedly so dang far. Where, like, no, honey, you're throwing the word, but your tone and your the way you're presenting it is like almost factual, and that's gonna be,
That's
yeah.
the issue. Are you presenting it as a fact? Are you saying, well, the earth is round? Are you saying that now we can prove that the earth is round?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you saying that, or are you saying I think, or you're acting like I or a statement like I could say Kenya Moore is an asshole. Well, that's up to public opinion of what an asshole actually is. Am I saying she's a true ring around an anus? No, but we clearly know that.
Yeah, like, okay, I think she's an asshole, or I think, I
Ooh,
don't want to get.
the I think, or you're acting like, or it looks like to me.
So if you say, oh, I think this person has HIV, and I just kept saying that and have people say the words I think and allegedly and keep saying it over and over, like it was just to track back to what Tasha K and this whole Cardi B thing. That thing was like, I had to get off of that because it was like almost an obsession, to, in my opinion, with Cardi B, to where I'm like, okay, I don't want to keep hearing about this over and over. And I'm just like, it was like almost like a saga. And it started getting personal. I'm just like, I'm tired of hearing
Not
about
a
Badger
saga.
Phil. Yeah, I'm just like, I
Saga.
don't
Also,
care.
this is my girl Veronica. She is a comedian out here on the West Coast. Y'all follow her. Shout out your Instagram and where they can follow you at.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they can follow me at Veronica A. Brown, all one word. Instagram, Twitter. Twitter's pitiful, so feel free to follow me on that. And Bab TV on my YouTube. So yeah, Veronica A. Brown.
She is hilarious. If y'all follow me on Instagram, she's come into the chat a few times and is an excellent guest. I'm so glad you've joined me because as comedians, we have to worry about this.
Mm-hmm.
We have to worry about, okay, I'm gonna tell a joke about somebody and like punching up and like can you explain punching up to the audience?
Oh yeah, so punching up is basically someone giving you, I guess, words to like amplify your joke. So you've written the joke and it's kind of missing a little something. So let me what if you say it like this? What if you do this as a punchline instead? You know what I'm saying? So punching up is like adding flavor and making your joke sound better. Not making your joke, but making it more more complete in a way. And you can punch up dialogue. So you can like us comedians can be brought into a writer's room and we can punch up dialogue because it's kind of flat and they need somebody who has experience on stage.
God, girl, there are so many writing rooms that I'm like, look, can I come in here and just, it's like, no, I'm sorry, honey, this is a yawn. Let's snap it up. Let's snap it up.
Yeah.
And then there's also, and then there's also we make fun of people who have more than us rather than who have less than us. We don't make fun of poor people. We make fun of rich people.
Because like, how hurt your feelings?
Now, the people on Love After Lockdown are poor, but they were poor of mind. Different topic for another time. But other than that, like, I make fun of housewives because, well, you've come on this show where you're a housewife and you're supposed to have all of this. This is why you're here. This is basically another version of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. But if you ain't rich or famous, I feel free to speak on it because you presented yourself to the world in this manner.
Yeah, you had to put on this persona to fit the role and fit this character. Like, okay, it looks like you don't have to be a wife if you bring the mess. You could be someone in search of being a wife, as long as we get a key, and you could still be under the umbrella.
We saw that with Kenya Moore, and it did not work. Kenya is still in search of being a wife. Got a whole husband who don't want nothing. Her husband did this.
But
I mean, I've had men walk out on me too, but I ain't never had a man walk out on me like a Kenya Moore's men walk out on him. Like, shoot, I ain't never had that. I ain't like, the pussy ain't that bad.
I will tell you this though. I'll give you one thing about.
I'd be embarrassed. I wouldn't be on. If I hadn't been leaving me like that, I would be like, okay, what is wrong with me? I am in therapy, but I'd be in deeper therapy.
But one thing about Kenya, they're like, you know what? I got my baby. I got my peach. Since a man's gonna walk out on me anyway, I'm gonna be left with something.
At least she made money up. She like, shit, I'm getting left and right. At least let me get paid for my pain. Shout out to Tony.
Exactly. I'm like, okay. You got that's the way you look at things. It's just the way you
oh my God.
I've been left for free.
I never thought about it like that. She like, y'all like you leaving me like, look, I don't make Halle Berry money, but if men gonna leave me like I'm Halle Berry, let me make some money off of it.
I've been left with nothing but a used puss. So I can laugh at.
Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? What happened? Holly Rose.
Hi.
Well, hopefully Veronica will be able to come and join us again. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I was in the middle of listening and then it just cut out.
It did. I was like, we were in the middle of a conversation.
Did I boot her out or something when I
had no idea. But wait, Mimi, your mic isn't on.
Hey, I'm sorry. I can't be on camera.
Well, there we go.
I look a mess.
All right. Well, now we have Mimi and Holly Rose. What are your thoughts on today's topic?
I'm wondering what is going to happen financially to Tasha K. Like,
oh my God! Let's talk about that. Now, here's the thing: it's all this is off TMZ. I'm not getting in your financial business. So, I would say. Wait, hold on.
Do you think she's actually going to be forced to pay, or
I'm going to explain how this will all work. And I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to say it. This is what in the legal industry we call a worthless judgment. The thing is, Cardi B doesn't need the money. Cardi B just wanted her to stop talking about her, which I do think she may at this point. I don't see the future. But I'll tell you this. I'm from the Bronx. I know, like, me and Cardi went to the same college. I know people that know her, never gotten online and talked about it because I don't mess with people from the Bronx. You see, that's like, I'm like, you mess with somebody from the Bronx, okay, they gonna show you what petty is. Like, and the thing is, like, these are facts that you can look up. Me and Cardi went to the same community college. I lived in New York when she lived in New York. I lived in the Bronx when she lived in the Bronx. You can believe me, you could not believe me, but it's like there's some things don't tell people. And it's like, was I friends with Cardi? Absolutely not. Did I see her around town? Absolutely, because she was a girl to be seen around town. But I never really went to the strip clubs. So that wasn't my thing. But I knew, like, you don't mess with people from the Bronx. They will show you what petty is. They know how to hold a grudge.
So you think this is just to set an example to other YouTubers who may think they're gonna try that again?
And not just to other YouTubers, it was to the press. Now, Cardi was awarded $3.8 million. So let's round that up to $4 million. What nobody tells you about making money is for every $1 million you make, you must pay $500,000 in taxes, or around that, like 459,000. But we round up on this show. Like that's how it works. So really, Cardi was awarded like, you're gonna have to pay $6 million. 6 million. I like, every day I wake up and I'm like, oh, thank God I don't know what $6 million. That's your life's like net worth. Like, I know people who have retired with less. Like, your retirement account will be like maybe 1.5, 1.6 when you cash it out, maybe 1.8 if you really did something. That's your retirement account. And you pay taxes on that money. Imagine having to give someone $3.8 million, but you have to pay taxes on that. So you're spending $6 million. $6 million. Oh my God.
Man.
What Tasha K is going to do is, and low-key, I'm sure she's already done this. Like, the thing is, you can sue me. You can't sue my company, because that's why they have something called LLCs, limited liability corporations, where you're only going to get so much out of them. And then also, you can change corporations, where if that corporation gets sued, all right, fine, we'll dissolve it, create another entity, and then the money will be funneled there.
Right.
So Tasha K is going to be financially fine.
Right.
She's going to simply put her money into another company, create it, and that's where her checks are going to go. And I would say, like, if it had just been $1 million, she could have paid it and not missed a beat. I'm sure she, like, and here's where I'm getting my sources from. When Funky Dineva put out that he put this out, this is put stuff he put out. I'm sure the video is still up. When he showed you he was making $43,000 a month,
Yeah,
I'm sure Tasha K is making something similar, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
So she could survive $1 million hit.
Right.
3.8, like 4 million is like, you're just, the thing is, like, as a business, you're just gonna say, I'm not paying that. Fuck you. I'm not paying that.
Right.
And you're gonna funnel money into another corporation. All Cardi wanted was for you to shut up. Cardi don't need that money. I don't think Cardi is going to pull a 50 cent. And also, I would like Tierra Marie saying I ain't got it, because Tierra Marie was smart enough to be like, any money I get is going into my corporation, not to me. You can sue Alexander Diane Rogers all motherfucking day. You ain't gonna get a penny. Now, if you sue my businesses, you might actually get something. But the truth is, they're limited liability corporations. So even there's a stop there. That's how white people do it.
Right. Man. What are your thoughts on, like, people basically rejoicing at Tasha K's, like, quote unquote, like, downfall or like demise? Because I don't know, I've been feeling kind of uneasy. I mean, I'm not, a subscriber of hers or like
I would say
supporter.
they love to build us up and they
Mhm.
love to tear us down. As much as people have loved to see my rise, if I fuck up, they will, y'all will put your hooks in me so fast, you will tear me apart like piranha.
they were so happy when Funky Dineva's YouTube channel was down for like a day or a few hours. Like, people were
Yeah.
like celebrating. And I was like, dang, I didn't know people didn't like him like that. Like, he don't really be bothering people that much.
Yeah.
I love his channel. But when that mess was shut down for a few hours or a day or so, people were like celebrating online. I was like, wow.
Because they have nothing better to do. And the truth is, it's people who want to bask in our spotlight because they can't create one of their own.
Mm,
And that's simply the truth.
man.
I actually unsubscribed to Tasha K around the time of
No,
video.
nobody unsubscribed to Tasha
I
K.
did.
She is a shock jock. She does what she does. This is not a Tasha K bashing session.
I'm just saying when all the
Cardi B I just need to make clear
yes
platform, so I'm responsible. And
yes.
I have to always say, y'all subscribe to Tasha K. She does a great show.
When she did that series, like the other person said, that
Everybody was watching. Everybody enjoyed the content thoroughly.
I was turned off by it. I was.
See, my thing is like, I don't
watched
understand why Tasha is being, you know, vilified when a lot of these other like, you know, mainstream, like, for example, like TMZ has like announced people's like deaths when they have not died.
Ooh, let me actually, you know what? Let me tell y'all something. It's about choosing the wolf you feed. For example, now when I was reviewing Growing Up Hip Hop and Lil Bow Wow was with Kaomi, a nurse from an Atlanta hospital got in my DMs and told me, like before the domestic violence incident had even been reported by TMZ, told me, oh, I was at the hospital where they came and Kaomi is pregnant. You should break that story. I was like, I don't even know if she wants to keep that baby. Like, I'm not making that choice.
Wow.
Man.
And I could have made a Q coin off of that. That could have put me on the quote unquote map. Mm-hmm. But I was going to be on the map at the expense of someone else. But that's who I am, where I'm like, you know what? I don't care if that would make me, like, if that would financially help me. It ain't enough money in the world for me to make that decision for somebody else.
Right.
And that's who I am. Other people may make different decisions. But I will never forget that moment where I was like, why are you telling me this? Like, this is her choice. Like, we don't know who the father is. We don't know if she wants to keep that baby. That is her choice. We do not need to influence it by letting the whole world know.
Right.
Man. People will do anything to go viral, though, even if it is a lie.
No, apparently people won't, because that could have made me viral, and I did not.
Well, not you.
I felt like that could have hurt her life. That could have hurt the child's life. I was like, I'm sorry. I am not God or Jesus or the Holy Spirit. I do not need that kind of responsibility. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna leave somebody else. And somebody else did make money off of the story. And then it came out on Growing Up Hip Hop that she was pregnant. And so it's like, now that's why I feel like I can talk about it, because it was a plot line on the show. So you shared it with the world long before I did.
I was actually really shocked that Cardi B won that case. I had to study media law in school. I'm not a lawyer. I took one media law class as a requirement for journalism. And libel is so hard to prove, especially when you're...
hold on. Somebody asked me, what is the skincare routine? A lot of herbal, if you know what I mean, a lot of herbal refreshments, and not caring about what other people think. And also, I drink a lot of water.
Water will be...
Again, honey, I'm Black.
The cheat code.
My mother is a fucking beauty queen. Did you not think I was going to be pretty? I used to walk the runway for Ralph Lauren. Like, I'm pretty. It's okay.
I've never seen pictures of your mom.
Hey, do you know why? Because I love her and I protect her. And because I will never allow anyone in this world to have access to her. That is how much I love and protect her.
Oh, that TikTok challenge that they have. Are you on TikTok?
I am on TikTok, but I like, having done this for a minute, I protect my family. Like, you don't see my family, you
Yeah.
don't see my friends. And it's been like that for years, because I'm like, yeah, y'all don't need to be involved in this, because I've seen the things that people say about me. And it's fine. You can call me whatever you want, but talk about somebody I love. Good luck. Again, I was in the United States military. I am literally a trained killer. So good luck. Good luck. And that's why I keep them out of this, because I get really good luck really quickly. It's like, oh, you want you like, it's like, you can talk about her if you want. I'm gonna let you get 4 words out, and you may not keep breathing after that. That's how I
That's
feel.
really smart, honestly.
They don't need to be a part of this. This is my journey.
True. Man. Do you think like, I was hearing like people say that they felt like Tasha's channel might be in jeopardy, and I'm just like, I don't think that they would take her channel. I feel like, one, that would just be excessive. Like, I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, like, they can take her channel, but they can't take her following. He's going to be back. Like, I don't like, I would say a few videos where, you said the statements that the court of law found you guilty of that were untrue. The court of law, not the court of me, the court of law, a jury of your peers, not my peers, your peers. That she may have to take a couple videos down, but if she even, like, it's like, okay, even if they quote unquote kicked her off YouTube, she's gonna start her own website, and she's got the following where people will still be there, because she does a great show. Right. And then the money will be funneled into another company. And the way that works is Tasha K can say, okay, I take a salary of $25, so garnish 25% of that. Good luck.
I mean, hey, that's how white people do it.
Because it's like, if you really know what goes on in court, you're like, child, I ain't getting shit out of you.
I mean, that is honestly how,
I ain't even got time to go for the aggravation. Like, I could be at home watching reruns while I'm in court messing with you, paying, and all I'm going to do is pay a lawyer. But Cardi had the money and the time, because, like I said, you don't mess with someone from the Bronx. There are many people I will mess with. I will never mess. One, men need to learn women will outthink you. So just know that. And don't mess with nobody from New York City. Honestly, like any of the boroughs. Like, I'm from Manhattan and the Bronx. You can mess with me if you want to. And you can awaken that sleeping dragon. I'm very hippy dippy. I'm very peaceful. I'm very like, you know what? I don't care. You really get under my skin, child, I'll show you better than I can tell you. And honey, I'm going to show you that fat meat is motherfucking greedy. Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, this was very interesting. Very interesting. But I'm glad it's over. It's over, right? Like, they're done now.
I think she's appealing it.
Statement.
She's appealing.
Oh God, you're gonna waste money on an appeal. Just start your new corporations and call it a day.
I wouldn't appeal it. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. It's just like, if that happened to me, and well, no, it couldn't, because I was a paralegal in the military at 17. So I like known this stuff. Like, I grew up with this stuff. So I would never have said anything like, oh, well, this is an actual factual. I would have said, well, I think I would have had, like, that CYA. But if I had, slipped up and somebody, got that judgment for me, it'd just be like, okay, time to start new companies. The money is no longer being to these companies. I no longer care.
Well, I heard federal court has like a conviction rate of like 99.9%. I'm exaggerating.
You don't mess with federal court.
Yeah, with federal, like, they don't lose.
Now, here's another issue. There is reports that there were Treasury agents in the courtroom.
Mm.
And you know that means the three letters that I hate the most.
IRS.
The I, the R,
The
and
aura.
the motherfucking S. And it's the
Mm.
motherfucking S. Again, if you make $1 million, you owe the government $459,000. Let's say it together. If you make $1 million, come on, let's hear it. Come on, y'all.
If
you
make
make $1
$1
million,
you
owe the
government
government
$459,000. Once you start, let me tell you something else. Once you start making good money, you have to pay your taxes quarterly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Every 3 months. I don't make that much money. We are not there yet, but we getting close.
Man. I just hope her financial documents are right.
Like, the government will leave you alone if you're doing shit that's under $10,000. Once you get consistent deposits of over $10,000, they are looking at you. Here's how what you doing? What you doing? What's going on? What's going on? Wait, who are you? What's going on? Where you getting this money from? How you getting it? When are we going to get our cut?
Mm.
Now, once you become a corporation, then they treat you like a honky. They leave you alone. That's the thing. Then I'ma say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. That's when you're white on paper.
Mm. I believe it.
For real, for real.
Man, I hope her finances are right. I hope they are right.
It's actually $99,099. Yep. And now they're starting to come for the Cash App and the PayPal. And I'm like, if you don't.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Literally, when I tell you, it even going to get my nails and stuff done, they're cash. No, literally no debit, no Cash App, no Venmo.
Cash.
I'm
No, no way.
dang.
When I do my live shows, it's going to be cash. No, you don't need to know how much. No, we sold 4 tickets. Thank you very much. Cash.
That's how the Latinos do it in Los Angeles. All their businesses are cash only. Majority of them.
Yeah.
Cash only. Cash only. Shout out to Kaya. Cash only. Cash only.
Oh, I never heard that song.
Yup.
Man.
And the thing is, you learn this because, when you do this as a YouTuber, you are technically an entrepreneur. So you are responsible for paying your taxes. And child, that first, I don't make amazing money. Well, for me, I make amazing. I'm happy with it. I'm okay. I can pay my bills. I can eat. And I don't have to ask anybody for anything. I'm good. I don't need a lot of money to be happy. My God, is that true? I have 2 fur coats. But it's different standards for different people. But I don't make rich people money. But that first year, I was like, oh my God, when the subscribers went up and people were actually watching my videos, oh, I owe you what? It is that moment of I owe you what? And so to lose $3.8 million is bad enough. But then they have to pay taxes on that shit? I'm going to give you this right here. If I was Tasha K, I would be doing that show live from Trinidad and Tobago. I would move somewhere where I don't need a credit score anymore. Also, I'll say this. Rich people don't need credit scores. I used to do real estate in New York. I mean, when them people, they would make insane money and they would never pay anybody because they didn't have to.
No.
They'd be like, oh, you want to be stupid and give me a lot of credit? Okay, you ain't getting no money. You think I'm going to pay that bill? I don't have to. Because I can still walk in and buy something cash. So therefore, my credit score doesn't matter. And because I'm rich, you're going to give me that money anyway.
Man.
Yeah, and if you do your taxes, it's funny how they'll calculate them for you. One time they're like, we suspect that you made $200,000 last year. And I'm like, how did you suspect that? I've never made $200,000 ever in a year. And they gonna send me letters for my LLC talking about that.
Girl, I got that same letter. I sent them the bank statements. I said, ooh, I can't say the word on this channel because we're on YouTube right now. But you know what word I wanted to say. Blank where? 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 Is it under this pillow? Is it? It's not under my butt. Is it under this leg? Where that though? Where that though? Because if I had, I would have a house right now. If I was going to hide money from you, I would have hidden it. I'll tell you this: you'll know when I hit a lick when you see I'm living in another country because I'm like, I'm no longer a U.S. citizen. Bye. Child, I'm buried under beach somewhere. You can keep asking. You can ask for it all you want. I ain't got it for you. I will be Tierra Marie to the bull. I ain't got
it. Yeah, they
take my money and run to Nigeria, and you won't be able to find me.
Millions.
Man.
Hello, Barry is joining us. Barry, can we see if we can? Barry, can you unmute your mic?
I'm looking for my.
And wait, let me see if I can put the link in if anybody else wants to join us live in the chat. But $6 million. I don't think I'll ever be worth $6 million.
Can you hear me now?
Cool. Yeah, I can hear you now. I would be cool with like being worth like 3 point, like her award. I would be cool with being worth 3.8, maybe 1.8 in retirement. I want a house that it's like okay, maybe I buy a $500 fixer upper, and then I put another $800,000 in it, and then the rest is liquid cash. Like I want to have enough money to where it's like okay, you can survive a camp.
Well, sense if you're smart with your money.
Your family. I would honestly tell my family if I couldn't afford it, I'd be like, no, just put me in the ground, honey. I enjoy the rest of your lives.
No.
That's what my mama told me. She said, look, if I get sick, put me in the ground. Do not blow the life insurance. Do not blow all of my life's hard work on this illness. If it's going to take me, it's going to take me. I was going anyway. And that was like that was a really rough moment for me. But now I would say about 34, I was like, you know what? I understand why she said that. Because I was maybe like 22 when she told that to me. I was like, no, I'm going to spend every dime that I have, you have, we have to save. She's like, no, don't do it. Be happy. Because you're going to have to be happy without me eventually.
True. That is true.
But Barry, what are your thoughts? Wait, are you here? Can we hear him?
Oh, now his mic is on mute.
Okay. Barry, what are your thoughts on this situation? Because we don't.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
I don't play in court either, and she decided to do it out of being petty. How are you going to be petty with your business that you have a husband, a wife, and a house and kids? Like, that makes no sense. Like, just because you want to say someone has herpes.
From the Bronx. That's the thing. Like, you haven't been to New York because I will never try to out petty anybody from New York. Ever.
I live in New York. People are petty as hell. And she gave you chance after chance after chance. And you say you wipe your ass with cease and desists. So, girl, if I can't beat your ass in the streets like Cardi normally would, I'm going to do what white people do. Go to court.
Oh, my God, you said it. You said they will see you like New Yorkers. We will see you outside.
Right, but she can't because Cardi's rich. So if she can't do that, she will take you to court.
Because Cardi would have been like, I'm just waiting for you outside. Yeah.
With that same shoe
Cardi
she
had
threw
that
at Nicki
Whitney spirit.
Minaj.
What?
With the same heel she threw at Nicki's head. Like, but she can't do that.
We can't celebrate Nicki Minaj on this channel. I'm sorry. I won't allow it.
No, I'm not celebrating her. I'm saying Cardi would have taken that same heel she threw at her and threw it at Tasha K. But Cardi can't move like that because she's rich now.
Now I'm picking it up. Yep, you're right. She's from the Bronx. Cardi is from the Bronx, and
you refuse to settle.
Yeah.
That's the part that kills me. You refuse to settle. You already admitted you lied. So, like, yes, Cardi had to prove that you lied on her. So she went and got a test. She went and got screened for herpes. It came back that she never had it. That's all she had to do. You already admitted on several videos. Yeah, I lied. Yeah, I knew it wasn't true. So what case did you have? You had none. If you were doing this for clout, great. But you lied. Like, you still lost. You set yourself up to lose. And then you want to make it seem as if you're a martyr for the cause. Like, no. You're a blogger. You're not Diane Walters. Like, stop.
girl,
like, you are not. Like, I'm sorry. Every gossip blogger thinks they're a journalist. I'm sorry. You are not Barbara Walters. You are not Oprah Winfrey.
Whoa. Not every.
Some of them are. Not every. Some.
I'm a comedian. Always said I was a comedian. Never tried to be anything but a comedian.
Right. But you understand your lane.
That's why I don't do interviews. I stay in your lane. Stop
exactly.
Stay in your lane. Stop swerving.
Like, you can't do that. You can't just go out and say, like,
no, of course not. Were your videos in vain? Boom, boom, boom. Is the judge coming? Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, it was karma, ultimately. And I think everyone has experience at some point in life, whether it be high school or people you know who talk shit about you, and you were never able to do anything about that.
Since you said that, I am going to have an honest moment. I am going to confess. I'm about honesty, and I'm about growing up. Let me tell you how I learned from one of my mistakes. Y'all want to hear about it? Here you go. So, y'all know I had the YouTube drama. Y'all know I had that drama. We don't even need to go into it. We know what it was. And I have moved on. But a few years later, literally, I get a message from my friend, Claudia Jordan. Claudia Jordan and I are cool. Do we talk to each other every week? No. But like, we've hung out in person. She's a very lovely lady in person. She really is a good person. Like, whatever you think about her on TV, I've met her and she was nothing but kind to me and didn't have to be. She asked me, do you want to be on this show I'm doing with Fox Soul? And it was like when Gary with the T got off. I was offered that position. But I knew, because I had said too much shit about Funky 90. I was like, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if this could be a setup. I was just like, I'm going to pass on that. And I messaged her and I said, ask how Funky feels and let me know. So I lost an opportunity to be on Fox Soul because of shit I had done years ago.
It will. That is
I'm
a very
okay because during the pandemic, I was still able to go from the Hamptons, and then from the Hamptons to one mansion in Las Vegas to another mansion in Las Vegas. I got my pool water at 88 degrees, my hot tub at 95. Now I live in San Francisco by myself in my own apartment in the best area of town. I'm doing fine.
people move from San Francisco to LA to get cheaper rent. Let's just put it that way.
hmm
So
I'm doing fine.
thank you for your transparency. And
I,
'cause
like
people-
I'm gonna tell you what I make, but if I wanted to buy it, like I can buy a $500,000 house. And
Yeah.
like prior to this camp, that would still be cheaper than what I'm paying to live
Yeah.
here.
I'm just like, where though? I'm just like, let me
Exactly.
know.
Where? Like,
Where? Because
well,
I
the
live in
truth is,
LA too.
like I would say this, like that's my budget because I'm always under budget, and it's like if I buy a $500,000 house, I'm putting $200,000 in it. Not all right away, but over time it will happen.
Get that equity, but
I say this, I'm check to check like everybody else, but my checks aren't terrible.
no, you're
But I don't make funky Dineva money. I ain't nowhere near that. Ain't nowhere near it.
And you know, he went through his rough patch too. Not saying it's the same exact scenario, but he went through his rough patch too. Of, you know, he said it on his videos, like going through, you know, the whole friendship and the eviction, and like he went through a rough financial time to where it was like almost at the average person level, maybe even worse. I don't know. I'm just going by what he shared, but see how it all turned around. So being that, yeah, that did happen and you're doing good, chances do come back around, especially when you're as honest and transparent about it and have grown and learned from it. So,
I will say, like, and this is also why, like, that there are some things that I'm not going to say, but I like having been through now what I've been through, like when Pete died, I get it. And I regret all of that shit that I said. I regret it. And I've told him that I am really sorry for what I did. And if I had known better, I would have done better. That was my failing. That was me echoing my insecurities.
And that's the difference too, right there. You're not only not going to do it, but you know better. It's also a difference when you know better and you do it anyway. Now that's really going to put people in some shit. When you know better but do it anyway, versus there's things I've done where I didn't know better. And God takes care of babies and fools. Where I look back, I'm like, how did I recover from that? I had the biggest balls known to man in my 20s. I just didn't know. I'm just like, I will go up to the job and be like, yeah, I don't want to. I quit. So when is my check coming? Like, I would feel nothing. I didn't know the decorum. So it was just, I was ignorantly savage with a lot of things. And then I look back, I'm like, girl, how the hell did you make it to the X, Y, and Z after that? Like, you did not give a F. And I'm just like, it's not like I didn't give F. I just didn't know F. You know, at least to that extent. So understand, like, just to wrap it up.
And I will also say, when I got out of the drama, I've shown you, it's been what, 4 or 5 years now. I've shown you better than I could tell you. It wasn't like, oh, he gonna go back in a little bit. No, when I said I was done, I was done. And
that's the thing with Tasha K. I'm just, in my opinion, not Alexander Rogers. She is relentless in certain areas. This might bring it down temporarily, but I think just based on the personality I see, it's a level of relentlessness. Some say narcissism or whatever. It's going to come back around. It's gonna be another person because she has her following, but her following love her salaciousness, right? Until it gets too much. they love the salacious stories. So it's going to be a point where, okay, I got to pay this. I got to keep this up, but I can't go as far as I need to. But I'm going to find somebody else who is at least, somewhat popular, but not as, strong and long in the money. So it's kind of like, I don't think she's going to have that same growth moment as you, Alex. I don't think so.
Now, I ain't going to counter out. And also, Tasha, again, I will never underestimate a woman because a woman will always outthink me, especially a black woman. Now, can we attest to the fact that a black woman already knows she is 6 steps ahead? Like, she may be at step 1, she already knows what's going to happen at step 5. Tasha, I'm sorry, she is going to maneuver around this like any white corporation and give Cardi a worthless judgment. Now, I will say this, Cardi won because she will shut her up. I don't think that Tasha is going to keep talking about her, but I'm sorry. Like I trust in Tasha K. I feel like she will beyond survive this moment.
Oh yeah, you know what? Just on a human base level, if we're not dead, we've survived it.
Yup.
Yeah.
If we're not
every
dead,
year without, like I say, every year without a headstone is a milestone. And
that's base level. Like I'm
39. I'm 39. I'm still prettier than most 25-year-olds at 39. But I am in my 40th year.
And Alex?
And also, good luck trying to outthink me because I may not be a black woman, but I'll be at step 4 before you're at step 1.
Got you.
Like I say, good luck.
Like maliciously going after somebody. Let's just say hypothetically.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's the thing. When you moved on and grew from that moment, apologize, whatever the process was, your life became better.
It was really, like, let me tell you the truth.
Uh-huh.
When I was like in the thick of it, and there was that choice where it was like, okay, you can either take this fork in the road and get online and, cuss this person out and give people the Alexander Diane Rogers they think they're going to get, or I looked at him and I was just like, you are my responsibility and I can't do anything that could hurt that.
And
it was Pete. I looked at him and it was like looking at my kid. I was just like, I can't do something that could interrupt me being able to take care of you the way you need to be taken care of.
And that's not the mindset I see in this situation.
And that's when I was able to put all of me and all of my ego aside. And it's like, you know what? I am going to be publicly embarrassed for you. But you're worth it. You are worth me putting my ego aside. You are worth me growing up. And
that's the thing.
He grew me up.
And that's the thing, Alex. I don't see that in this situation. Because that was a lot to put on the line. She has beautiful kids, plural, husband, family, all of this. And all these just take it down. Let's just settle. This is stuff out of her mouth, okay?
I will definitely say, child, if I had a husband and kids, oh, you couldn't invite me into this drama. I'd be like, I'm sorry, I have husband and kids to take care of. Like, I would be too busy. Like, what do my kids need?
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, this is more.
Honestly, no, hold on. I would be like my parents, where I would be absentee because I was always at work, because I would be like, well, who do you think is going to pay for your health insurance? Like, I never will forget when I was like telling my mom, like, I'm so upset you didn't come to my rehearsal. And she sat me down and she said, honey, your health insurance is $400 a month. If I'm not at work, I don't get to pay that. And when you're sick, I'm not going to be able to be there for you. Whenever you're sick, I can take you to the doctor, right? Right, baby? Yeah, Mom, you do. That's why Mommy has to work all the time. so
I get
that
that.
you will be okay. That's who I would be with my kids. They would like they would see me occasionally, but I would be like, I am at work so that when I die, you will be fine. I'll be like, you'll love me when I'm dead. When you get the life insurance, like Mariah Carey said it best. Yeah, they'll love the catalog when it's their catalog.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, my point. It didn't look like to me that you're willing to push that aside and just stick your nails into your ego with all of this to lose, or to even be the drama field. It got so personal. It went past just, in my opinion, from what I've
I
seen
can't
step by step.
disagree. I can't disagree. I can't disagree.
And there's almost so much you could put out there maliciously, personal level, to where it's not going to come back to you. That don't mean your whole life got to end, but you're definitely going to pay mental anguish to yourself, to your family. If that's more than just you, was it worth it? Hell no. Okay, let's just.
Some people think the publicity is worth it, though.
I don't know. Mental health must be a fleeting thing.
Well, now, I want to bring up a point. If she was a he, would we be treating this differently? Because what I've noticed is everybody's mad at Tasha K for doing what white men have been doing for years. That's, I feel, the bigger issue. Tasha K is doing what white men have been doing for years. Why are we holding her feet to the fire?
I think for those who've been following her, it's been more than Cardi B. It's been way more than Cardi B. And she said, Cardi B said some messed up stuff about Black babies, Black women, gays, gay people. I'm not, nobody's innocent as far as the moral compass is. Both sides and said some stuff about publicly on their videos, and I'm sure somebody got receipts. I ain't got it, but they have on both sides. So nobody's innocent as far as like character. Let's get that straight. But it's been taken to a level where you're gonna have to deal with the consequence on some. You're not untouchable. You are not untouchable.
I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that. We preaching on here. We preaching.
Yeah, so it's not, oh, we're attacking the Black women.
Lady,
No.
honey, I will stop you when you start lying. And have I stopped you?
You haven't.
Exactly.
So,
speak that truth to power.
Understand, this is someone who's not a stand for anybody. I ain't got a dog in this fight. I've liked some of Cardi B songs. I've liked some of Tasha K's videos. Okay. But what I see in front of me over the years, and what people have reported, things that's come out of her mouth, where I'm like, girl, take the extended olive branch that Cardi has repeatedly given you, and you wouldn't do it.
Say it again.
I said, take the olive branch that Cardi B has repeatedly given you, and you wouldn't take it. I'm sorry. God was like, you know what? Do you? I don't think she would even listen to me. That's what I think.
You know, it's really funny when Chris, and I've said this story before, so I ain't spilling no tea, and Chris will attest to it. When Chris and I did our first Hot Topic show, I saw how well it did, and I called him immediately. I said, look, I think we really have something here. And that was me. It wasn't an olive branch. We weren't fighting, but I was like, you can get it on the ground floor. He got in on the ground. He was like, oh, this is an actual opportunity. And got in on the ground floor, and now here we are 4 years later. 4 years later, 4,000 miles apart, but we are still dear friends. And I couldn't say, like, I am so grateful for him that he is the first person I've ran a business with. That he knows not, like, I know not to piss him off. He knows not to piss me off. We don't do that. We don't argue with each other. Like, We may have a disagreement, like, oh, well, do you want this picture? And I want that picture, like normal stuff. But he has, like, I could not imagine running this business with anybody else. And I am so grateful that we both got to meet when it was like we were both mature enough to really realize, like, oh, this is really something that we have. And we've turned it into something that we have. Oh, hey, Eddie.
Hello. Hi, guys. Can y'all hear me?
Sure can. How you doing?
I just
Tell
really...
us your thoughts on this situation.
Okay, so I did come into live a little late. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know too much about the situation. I just know, like, essentially, like, is Tasha K going, like, to court with Cardi over some...
Nah, she done been to court and lost $6 million. Well, she lost 3.8, but then the taxes on that is going to be another 2.5. So yeah, she lost $6 million.
Could you give me like 2 seconds? I'm at work right now. Like, I'm about to really quickly.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I'm at work right now too. So what? Like, we all at work right now.
I'm at work right now.
It's like we all at work. Everybody who is at work right now paying the bills, put your hand up. And also, if anybody wants to come on with the bonnet on, I love Black women in all forms. If you come on with your bonnet or your curlers, child, it ain't nothing I ain't seen before. Come on with your bonnet and your curl. We celebrate bonnets over here. I ain't Monique.
Black is beautiful. And bonnets are
Black
best.
is in all forms, in all shades, in all textures, in all hairstyles. Child, whether you want to perm it or whether you want to rock it natural, if you get down, man, I love you regardless. I know when I finally get to do a live show, which is, been forever because I want to, keep y'all alive. So I don't want to host a super spreader event. There are going to be Black women there with all hair textures. And guess what? I'm going to love every single one of them. I will be honored that y'all took the time and the energy to come to my show. So y'all can show up in a bonnet. You know what? We might have a bonnet show. We might have a bonnet show. Kind of show up in your silk wrap. Show up with your scarf on. Show up how you are. Come as you are. Because like, okay, well, you're clearly going somewhere after. So, girl, keep your head wrapped.
Keep it wrapped up. Keep it nice and tight.
Janet said, all natural Black woman I am. I love Black. I can't grow hair. Otherwise, I'd probably have experimented. It just doesn't work for me. It just don't happen. Afros, dreadlocks, perms, curls, whatever, however you want to rock your hair. That's your body. It's your hair, not mine.
Right. That just kills me because, like, especially in like a lot of workplaces, they kind of, I don't know, they like to make, especially women, seem like they can't rock their natural hairstyles or it's unkept or unprofessional. And it's like,
if you nappy, they ain't happy.
That part, I ain't heard a lot yet.
And I will say, like, I was in the Army at 17 when I could have been growing my hair and doing things with it. And because of Army regulations, I had to keep a high and tight.
They tried to force all of us to get perms when I went to basic. I was
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah. They call me nappy headed. They call me Cleo because I would just put my hair in like 4 big old braids. They tried to shame me into getting a perm. I was like, I am not. They walked us to that little troop store and made all the Black perms.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's why I started cutting my own shit. Because you would be waiting so long to get a bad haircut. I was like, I just stuff. And I wasn't good at it at first. I remember my friend, we all in the Army, we all called each other by our last names. And my friend Swan used to say, oh God, you've been cutting at that head again. And she would always make me hamburger. Like I would come to her room and she would always make me hamburgers on her George Foreman. And she like when I was in, she would like had like a year and a half, and she was like, "Yeah, I can't wait to get out. Like I'm done. I can't wait for." And she got out, but it's funny when you in the army. It's like it's kind of like prison. It's like, yeah, they got out.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. You know.
They love right when you at the end of your years, they want to
Girl,
add them extra years in. Like
I'll tell you, I was so glad I did not do military intelligence because I chose to be a paralegal because I thought I wanted to be a lawyer, aka that's what my family was pushing me into because that was the only career option for Black people at that time. They never thought like, oh, you could actually be a successful comedian because that wasn't really on the table. And I mean, I remember when Sherry Shepherd said, like, her family told her, no, you get a job at the post office because you're going to get benefits. They weren't denying our talent. They were just looking out for us.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of people, it didn't work out.
right.
But for me, it did. Ha 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 ha.
Because you ain't just anybody.
I'm Alexander Diane Rogers. Always have been, always will be.
But no, I really did want to give you your flowers. I just recently found your channel from Maddie when you was on the live with them, and you had me cackling down boots. So I was like, okay, I need to know who this man is. And
I didn't know Maddie longer than you'd know, Matt. We go back like a dog's age. When the pandemic hit, like literally, and he will tell you this, when the pandemic hit, I called him and said, hey, you want to split a mansion in Vegas? Yeah. And we did.
I know y'all was having the time of y'all lives.
We was in the pool. Again, we kept our pool water at 88 degrees and our hot tub at 95. Now, the reason I was spending that kind of money is because I really thought I was going to die. And I was like, okay, well, we're going to do a Blanche Devereaux where it's thank you, baby, glove.
Good Lord.
Someone said I'm in an abandoned library. This is my bookshelf. Get into it.
Ah!
Get
I
into
love
it.
it.
Some people read books.
Get your
I
education.
love your library. I will say that is one of the saddest things. Like when I left New York, I never got to go back home. Like imagine your house burning down.
Oh my goodness.
That's basically how it was. Like I was in the Hamptons, I was there for 2 weeks, and then my vet died and 2 of my friends died, and I told my dad, and he said, you cannot go back to New York. You can buy everything in your apartment again. I cannot buy another you. And that phrase will haunt me until the day I die. That's why I'm here. And also, he literally he said, I'm putting money in your account. You're going to the West Coast. He said, you're not going back home. I literally left there were clothes hanging in my closet. I never got to go back. But I knew if I did go back, I could get the virus and die. And he was in Portugal, so he wouldn't even know what happened to me. Like, I couldn't do that to him. So I was like, okay, whatever you want.
Damn.
Dads be knowing best too, because every time my dad tells me something, he's always right. I just listen to him now. I don't even bother.
You know the tone that your parents have when it's like, oh, I need to live. Like, it's that serious tone.
And my little rebellious ass, I used to never listen. My little young 22 ass. And then God had to smack me down a couple times and was like, hold up now. Like, they're not playing. They've been here. Like,
yeah, right. I know.
And
you were in the military too?
When he said that to me.
No. I just had a partner
that when he said that to me, it was a fear of he did not know what was going to happen. It was like beyond, like it was, I don't know what is going to happen. But you can't stay here. And that's why I left New York. That's why, literally, I left all of my furniture. I had just had the house repainted. I never went back and got my clothes.
I know you had some cute ass clothes too. I know you had some nice garments.
You have no idea. You have no idea. It took a long time for me to get those clothes. But when he said that to me,
you jumped.
I knew he was.
It's time to go.
I knew he was telling me the truth.
Right.
And it was one of those moments where it's like, I could try and learn this lesson, or I can listen to somebody who might know a little bit more than I do. So I was like, you know what? That was a moment where I was like, I'm gonna listen to you on this one.
Right.
You ever have those moments where you want to, like, you think you have something and you realize, like, oh, I don't have that. Like, that's back in, because I have those moments. I had to leave all my stuff behind in California years ago. And still to this day, I'll be like, oh, let me go grab this book or this shirt. And I'm like, I don't even have that anymore.
I still wake up expecting to see Pete. So in that sense, yes, I still wake up and it's like, oh, he's not here. I still wake up and expect to be back in my house in New York. Like, I've lived here for a year and Lord knows I've paid enough money, but I still, when I wake up, I expect to be home. And then it's like, oh, that's right. That's right. You're not home. You're never going home again. And you're going to have to find a new home, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's also why I'm obsessed with buying a house, because it's like, at least then I'll feel like I'm home.
A home is better than.
What happened to Petey? Petey died of a kidney infection. After I spent $4,000 on surgery for him, he died from a kidney infection. It was very Shelby from Steel Magnolias. That was one of the worst things that I've gone through in my life. And then his vet died from the virus 2 weeks later.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't go back. That's why my dad was like, you're not going. No. Insert word here. Nope, you ain't going back. Nope.
My dog died many years ago when I was 16, but he comes to me in my dreams every now and then, like not all the time.
In my dreams too.
And it feels like I know, like he's really visiting me. Like this is not my mind. Like, oh, hey, Harley. Like Harley's actually
we may not be able to explain it, but oh my God.
It's so real.
Like I remember having a dream and I was like, wait, you're here? And then I realized, like, you're dead. You shouldn't be here. I was like, wait, no. Now I remember what happened. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just went with it. I was like, well, maybe I'm dead too. And I would like, in that moment, I was like, hey, if this is heaven, I can't believe I made it.
Yeah, my dog visits me every now and then. And it's usually like when I might be super stressed about something, or I might be really scared about something, and he'll come. And I'll be like, wow, like Harley really came and visited me, like basically letting me know everything's okay. And it feels really real. Like I really believe that it really is his spirit, because my dog was like a human. Like I don't care what nobody says, that was a whole human in a dog's body.
I will be honest, when Pete died, I felt like I lost my husband.
Harley was like my best friend. I used to literally sit and talk to Harley, tell him how my school day was, and he'd be sitting listening to me. I would dance and he would turn his head and look at me crazy like, girl, why are you dancing like that? I miss my dog, but yeah. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be to lose a dog. Like when people would take off work because their pets died, I used to think they were so dramatic. Like, oh, you are so dramatic. And then it happened to me and I was like, oh no, I need to take a week off school.
I mean, like, it was really funny that the pandemic coincided with Pete being sick, because before like the surgery, I was like, I'm not going to school this semester because I knew if something happened, I wouldn't be able to finish the semester. And then he died, and then they shut down a week later, and then I went to the Hamptons, and then my vet died, and then I couldn't go back, and it was just like, oh, okay. We're just really going on the ride. Everybody's going with you on this one.
Yeah. So much loss. I was overseas during the time, and I was in an operations cell where we receive all the Red Cross messages from home. And so every day I got all the Red Cross messages of people's dads dying, moms dying of COVID, sisters, brothers. And I was like, because I wasn't in the United States when it happened, I was gone. And we were so secluded that, you know, most of us didn't get COVID because we were a secluded, isolated group of people just on this little base. You know, only people who left and came back would get it. But if you stayed on the base, you never left, you weren't going to really get it. So, but yeah, seeing all those messages of all people who are getting notifications, like every day, parents and grandparents dying of COVID, I was like, wow, this is like, I honestly felt guilty because we were so safe where we were so isolated. It wasn't a lot of movement in and out, and the Middle East don't play. Like, they were shutting down borders, they were like cleaning out water systems. Like, Jordan was like, you can't go nowhere for 30 days. I mean, the Middle East did not play. You got arrested if you were out and you didn't have nowhere to be.
Like, dead ass, I am so glad my parents were in Europe when this shit hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay,
y'all took it very seriously.
Way more seriously than America. Like, I have not been able to see my parents for 2 years.
Oof.
But I know that they're safe because I'm like, well, shit, if I can't get to them, nobody else can.
Yeah, people here, they cry about wearing a mask. I'm like, goodness. Don't take your butt nowhere else, because in those other, especially small countries, they take it very seriously. But yeah, I felt guilty. I was like, wow, we're so safe, and people in the United States are dying left and right. It was wild. Yeah.
There's part of me that's really sad about it. And the real estate agent in me is like, okay, can you get like a couple more, few $100,000 to die so that we can drop these housing prices $100,000 so I can get the 5-bedroom house that I deserve? Oh, did I say that out loud?
I want another stimulus. I heard it's gonna be another stimulus.
Stimulus? I didn't get my first stimulus. I ain't got stimmy check. The first.
Wow.
I honestly don't think I qualified.
Dang, I thought they gave everybody the first one.
No, on paper I make too much. In real life I don't, but on paper I do.
Yeah, right. See, I got lucky because I was overseas.
Like, I still have to, like, hold on, let me clarify. I still have to go into real estate and do YouTube and have like 2 full-time jobs to buy a house. Well, to buy the house that I want.
Yeah, the house that you want. You can get a house somewhere.
I'm not gonna live like Gabrice and Gabrice.
Wait, where are you trying to buy a house at? You trying to get a house in the Bay Area, or you just want to be on the West Coast?
Actually, I'd have to be happy to go back to the East Coast. The ocean is warmer over there. I would like to buy, like, my issue is I would like a husband to buy this house with. I need money? Absolutely not. Like the mortgage, like, child, I can pay for the mortgage. I can pay for it all. Like, you will be a trophy husband. You just sit there and wait for me to drop dead. And believe me, it's going to happen. And then when I drop dead, I've got drop dead money. Because y'all will be really sad that I'm dead. And so everyone's going to watch my videos and the income will go up and you'll get all of that. And the life insurance. But I would rather, again, I would rather pay $500,000, like low key $300,000. But I like, with my taste, I know I'm going to need $500,000 and then put another maybe 2 to 3 in it. But if I don't have somebody to share it with, I'm like, well, then why are you building this? Like, you're just going to be here alone. That's going to be boring. And I learned that during the pandemic when I was hopping from mansion to mansion in Las Vegas. which you can pull up the videos and see. Like
those mansions are beautiful. I was just in Vegas, and I'm gonna go on a tour in one of those communities soon. One of those tours of those mansions.
Desert Shores. If you're going to move to Vegas, do Desert Shore. Oh my God. Yes, all the houses look the same, but everything has a pool. Everything is at least 4 bedroom. It's going to be fabulous. And also, I feel like I'm not an adult until I have a house with bedrooms that I don't use. Where I'm like, nobody goes in that room, but it's there if I need it.
Yeah, my mom has a house like that. Just all these bedrooms fully furnished, decorated real nicely, and there's no one in there.
Oh, no, that's my mom. That's a $4 million house in Santa Barbara. She's never there. Has all the spent, another probably 2 million. I would say she probably spent $1 million on the teak wood floors. Like whenever I would come over, she'd be like, "Don't mess up my floor." It's like, well, I'm walking in the house. Like, calm down.
Yeah, I don't like going on
when you die. Get over it. But she's never there. Now I'm going to actually live in my house.
I want a really small house, like something really tiny.
I just need 7 bedrooms.
Oh my gosh.
That's not that big. Think about it. Okay. We've got our primary bedroom. I have insomnia issues, so I'm going to need a separate bedroom. We're both going to need offices. If we have kids or dogs, we're going to need bedrooms for them.
Are you going to have like a gym in there, a meditation room?
Well, honey, those are bedrooms. Like meditation room would be something different.
Oh my God.
I would have a sauna. I would have a sauna. Like my big thing is I want the pool and the hot tub.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to get in the pool, but I want the pool. I just want to look over. I want to be in the hot tub overlooking my pool.
Water is so relaxing, so it's definitely worth it. Like just the ambiance and the energy.
$70,000.
How much?
$70,000 for a dugout pool, which is why I'd rather purchase one that already has the pool dugout. Because the truth is, a pool only adds like 7% value to the home's worth. Because not a lot of people like pools.
Really?
I didn't know that. There's a lot of idiots in the world.
Well, there's also the maintenance. It has to be cleaned all the time.
It's like $100-something a month. It's not that expensive.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
7 is a lot. Now that you mentioned it, it's not too much. Exactly. It's like I lived in New York City for 14 years. I'm a big guy. I am 6'4". I have a large arm span. Like I want to be in a place where I can not bump into everything. So yeah, I'm gonna need a couple of bedrooms. And one of the bedrooms will be, a closet because I am Dominique Devereaux. I don't sleep in my clothes, nor do I sleep with them. I'm going to need one bedroom for my wardrobe and one for myself.
I definitely need that.
And if you can't get that, please call a hotel in the area that can accommodate me. Wait, you'll clean your own house. If you have kids, they will have chores to do. I will never clean my own house. They're literally the second I make enough money, the first thing I'm doing is putting out an ad for a housekeeper/nanny who will answer to the name of Carolyn. Because I'm not going to know your name. Your name is not important. Carolyn? I'd like another drink, please. Carolyn, can you freshen? Carolyn, is there something warm in the oven? I might like a little snack. Carolyn? And I get that from my mama. I will never forget when I told my mom that my friends worked at Hooters. And she said, "What's so special about that restaurant?" And I said, "Oh, the waitresses will sit down and eat with you." And the look she gave me, she said, "What?"
Yes.
I'm not going to eat with the help. And that was the moment I realized, oh, That is crazy. A woman who will not eat with the help. My friends are the help. And I was like, so wait, so you think my friends are the help? So what do you think of me? And she's like, honey, well, you love to be the help. So go on. Meanwhile, I write patents and, improve society as a whole. I've, kind of written, computer programs that the world will base their lives off of. But you want to eat with the help? Go on and eat with the help. Eat with the help, baby. If that's what you want to do, eat with the help. You want to be the help too. So eat with the help. That's you, honey. You the help. I was like, am I the help? And she looked at me, well, you ain't never helped me. You ain't never helped me do shit. But go on.
I dated somebody who was rich, and it was so crazy how the cultural differences and the social things that I don't think about. He wasn't super bougie or anything, but there were just definitely some things that he did, and I was like, oh wow. Like, I've even seen some people, I used to work at Hooters, and I would like to clean my table up after myself, even if I'm eating somewhere and I'm not a server anymore. But people are like, oh, I'm not moving my dishes around. Like, that's why we
God, that's how she raised me. She's like I have had to break myself of some habits where it's like I will now clean the table to be a nice guy, but she's like, that's their job.
Yeah, that's their job.
Otherwise, they don't have anything to do. So yes, they can go get me a straw. Karen, how you feeling?
Ooh, how you doing? I'm so happy to see you.
I'm so happy you come on.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate this. I enjoy the conversation, and I just want to say, when I was before I get into what I had to say about what happened to Miss K, while I was in Guam and I was suffering from huge depression, my mom had died the year prior. I was listening to your old lives, and I was falling asleep to them. And when I woke up one morning, I was cracking up because you were talking about Andy Cohen's eye and how it was separate from his face and it had a mind of its own. And I literally woke up to you talking about Andy Cohen's eyeball, and I was cracking up for a smooth 20 minutes. And it was the best way to wake up in the morning. When you're suffering from depression, you're grief-stricken, and I was just alone, and it was, those old lives, and I just let them autoplay. They just got me through. And that Andy Cohen eyeball comment had me hollering. I was
looking all the way across the room.
Yeah, I don't even remember what you said. I just remember how.
Here's the thing. Even if Andy Cohen found me attractive because, he does like black men, I could never deal with him because he always going to have one eye on somebody else.
I was just watching a reunion with him, and his eye was just over here.
Everywhere.
And I know the ladies were like,
eye on the prize.
The ladies are like, okay, where is he looking?
Right
yeah.
Here.
Exactly. So I thank you so much for doing those lives. I'm so glad those videos are up because you have definitely got me through some of the most toughest times of my life. And I need to give people their flowers now.
Through the toughest times of my life.
And I love the Vegas pool, hot tub things you did. And
I was grieving.
And I get it. And that unicorn, the blow up unicorn, remember the floating?
Oh, I remember vividly.
I love the unicorn. So thank you so much for
I remember when it would also when the Vegas winds would take it, it would just go away.
Yes, it would just
you have to get it out of the neighbor's yard.
So I just thank you so much for all your service. So back to Ms. K, I think it's really unfortunate that she didn't take some humble pie. And I do think the amount is really excessive. My one thing that I do think will happen with our capitalist country is I think she will be a little bit higher. And I also think that we have to think about our First Amendment speech as well. Like, is that going to be more jeopardized now? I'm not saying that she didn't lie on her.
Here's the thing. A court of law proved that she said something that was untrue. A court of law did that.
Yeah.
Now, people will still be able to get out here and give you their opinions and even convince some people that their opinion is fact. But as long as you frame it as, well, I think, well, it looks to me, well,
Yeah.
you know, I ain't saying it's in the Bible, but from what I'm seeing, you frame it right. You can say whatever you want.
Okay. Because I love you and Chris.
I mean, you could come on and be like, well, you know, he looks to me like he's a bottom. I mean, you know, I have been, so that
Right.
example, because that's the truth, and you could find it's like, no, I fucked him. That's the truth. It was something different.
Oh, you crack me up. But no, I just.
Well, thank God, honey, I ain't good at shit else.
Oh, you are a mess. You're good at plenty of else, and I love this conversation. You drinking and smoking.
I was actually talking to my friend the other day. I'm like, I've tried 1,800 jobs. This is the only shit I'm good at.
Not 1,800.
Oh my honey, I was paralegal in the Army at 17. Like I've done all the jobs. I have done all the. This is the only thing I'm good at, and that's why I came up with the Allegedly Show theme song, because I'm like, I would like to get my check, please. Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah. So I just thank you for all what you've done, and you know, you've made a difference in my life, and I really do appreciate all the stuff that you do and the funniness. And there's times when YouTube is full of freaking frock, and then you keep it streamlined to your stuff and the Allegedly Show, and you keep it pumping over here, and you'll address a few bullet points, but you'll keep it nice and classy. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh, not classy. I'm not classy.
Oh, yes, you are, Diane. Yes, you are.
Honey, everyone says I'm bougie, I'm classy, I'm spoiled. I'm like, you don't know me. I am a spades playing ass blank word, because we can't say that and not mess up the income.
No, don't mess up the income. So
mess up the income now. We ain't gonna mess up the income.
Do you think the amount was excessive?
No. Because imagine if somebody said something about you that was untrue.
Yes. Okay.
Imagine somebody said something about your child that was untrue.
Oh yeah, no.
There you go. There you go. That's when you're 3.8 ain't enough. No, bitch, I'm still gonna whoop your ass outside the court.
Exactly.
There you go. Everybody got their limit. Everybody got that. Everybody got that. No.
That's true.
Why you don't see my friends and family on this channel, because I know you can talk about me all you want. I'm not going to give you the opportunity to talk about them, because if you talk about them, you might find me outside of your doorstep.
Yeah.
And again, I was trained by the United States military to be a killer. Right. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do what I was taught at 17. I'm going to neutralize the threat.
Yeah. Yeah. But, okay. That's a good point.
Say whatever you want to. Call me everything but a child of God. You can say that about me. Say that about somebody I love. You going, ooh. That's when, oh, you want blank? Here blank is.
Yeah, you can't be talking about my child though, because that's something.
There you go. That's when that mama bear comes. I was like, no. I'm gonna do everything in this world, everything the law allows and the law doesn't.
Because my child, he may be a little sucker, but I'm like, no, I raised him. I did all that.
So now that we framed it in that aspect, do you feel like the award was too much?
In some aspects,
you had to.
Well, in some aspects,
yeah,
but
that was your answer right there. We all saw you like, child. You did a deep heave. We saw your chest move. Like, I ain't saying nothing that we didn't see. We saw your chest. We saw. Like, hold on. Let me unzip this. I'm gonna show you what you did.
Do it.
You said, I mean, you tried to save it, but that was all we needed. That was the truth. Then you start talking. Now you can talk all you want, but child, that was all we needed to see. Like, no, that was Ward's property. That was Ward was proper. Like, if it had been my child, if it had been my family, I still want. That's what you did. We saw it. We saw it on camera live. We saw it live. We saw it live. I don't deny the truth. What we do on this show is we talk about what's actually in front of us. We don't talk about figments of our imagination. That's what we don't do. Now, you wanted to talk, and it would have been figments of your imagination. That chest heave was all it was. Again, now, ma'am, Karen, stop me when I'm lying. When the second I start telling a lie, you say blank, you lying.
I can't because I didn't even realize. What's so funny is I didn't even realize I did that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said, no.
Yeah, you said. You tried. You really tried. You put your back into it. But girl, you said.
Because I had to. Because I
love you. You know, girl, I fuck with you the long way and the short way. But girl, I'm going to call Jesse when I see it.
That's okay. No, call me out because you know what? I was trying to make it make sense. You know, I was like, well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, I think it's fair. I mean, shit, the girl done went through it for what, like 4 years? 3, 4, what, 20
Everybody in the chat said, we all saw it. They saw it too. They saw that Jesse.
I love y'all in the chat.
That's the thing. We keep it honest over here. It's like we are family. We are family.
That's okay. Keep me honest. Listen.
Jesse.
Listen. That is.
Honey, if I had Jesse, I would want you to call me out just the same. Wouldn't have it no other way. And also, can we celebrate her natural hair?
Oh, thank you.
Can we celebrate her natural hair? Let's celebrate her hairline. Why is your hairline better than mine?
Ooh, child, I pay a lot of money to get this. I get this little cut, honey.
Girl, I must call Bosley. Girl, I need to call Bosley for this mess right here. So I understand.
Hair club for me.
You're about to see all these follicles up here. Let me make enough money. I'm gonna be real with you right now. We calling Bosley. We like, child, my hairline went back with hot A's. My hairline is singing, is it a crime that I still want you?
I remember
you to want me. That's what my hair right there. Girl, my hairline is singing it. I have watched this motherfucker retreat on me.
Wait a minute. I want you to want me too. I want you to want me too. Is that what you're saying?
Is it a crime? Is it a crime that I still want my hairline? Is it a crime? Hey, if it is, then you know what? Clink, clink. Clink,
oh, that's the shit right there. That Sade, honey. What?
And you know, it was God like laughing at me because like I don't have a lot of gray hairs. I will say after 37, I had a couple.
Right.
But I don't give you salt and pepper. But child, it was like, oh, you're not getting the salt and pepper. Well, guess what? We're gonna take your hairline back to show everybody how old you are. You thought you was cute. You thought. Child, that hairline went down. I was like, what's happening? What is going on? This is not supposed to, like, what? No, I still look young.
And the hairline was like, no.
The hairline said, no. No. The hairline said, no, the face looks beautiful. The lips are amazing. This goatee growing in, awesome.
Right.
Body is beautiful. But the hairline said, you 38. The hairline said, yeah, you can act young, but we're going to show you on that point. You 38. You 38.
Oh, yeah, no.
Went back to 35. I'll never forget. I posted a picture and I said, 37 where? And somebody said the hairline. I was like,
Ooh.
ooh, ooh. I can't even. And the thing is, if you're telling the truth, I ain't gonna get mad at you. I'm gonna be mad at the truth. But it's like, look, me and the truth need to argue. Me and you don't, because the truth is like, I can get mad at you all day, but my hairline is still better inside A's head.
Oh, but it's just so painful to hear sometimes.
Oh, it was.
Because people just say it, and you be like,
No, hold on. Let me hit you let me hit you with something better. Now that, like, I'm a gay man and I date men, the first time a man called me daddy,
okay.
and it was, I literally looked around the room. Where could you they're like, where, like,
Not the leg. Not
and
the
then
leg.
I realized ain't nobody in the apartment but me and you. And you as like
You
dad, breakfast.
Ooh.
And I fried him some eggs and kept it moving.
I know you kept it pushing, huh?
And then was like, well, I guess. Like, the thing is, you never know when you're there. It's like somebody else will pull your coattail.
And it's always the day you think you hot shit too. You like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm popping, my bank account is popping, my bills is paid.
Not cold diarrhea.
Exactly.
And said in the morning, I woke up with him in my $3,000 mattress.
Damn, not 3 G's. Ooh.
Yeah, child, 3,000. I was tired. I wanted to go to sleep well. And also I was like, well, I wanted him to feel comfortable in my house, so I wanted to make it a nice house. And I was like, oh, that's what you paid for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, child, he said it without a breath, without, like, there was no pause, there was no confusion,
no hesitation.
Said, Daddy, what are you making me for breakfast?
Oh my. And you were making him some, okay, and did you just get up after you picked your face up off the floor and got and made him something, huh?
I made the food, and then I went in the bathroom, and I just looked at myself in the mirror for an hour. I was like, what is going on? Like, it was one of those, I was so stunned, I could not speak.
Yeah, I mean, what do you say after that?
You just go make him some eggs.
Exactly. Yeah, you just get it all together. Here you go, honey.
It was, it's like, it's something that my parents warned me about, and both of my parents date. Well, it's not, I wouldn't say like they don't date younger. They just end up with people that are 15 years younger than them. It's just what happens in like my grandfather did it, my father did it, my mother has done it several times. So it's like, oh, well, like, I can't say like, well, it's, I can't say it's like, well, at least I can say I got it honest.
Right.
But it's just like to be this age and then suddenly to have people that are 15 years younger than you, that it's like, oh, well, what do you mean? What? Why are you here? Why are you here? And then also you look at people that are your age and they ain't interested. So it's like,
yeah.
No. Yeah, let's talk about you.
I'm 45, and I go into stores and they're like, ma'am and madam, and I'm like, I feel a smooth 38. So I'm like, and they get to call me ma'am, and yes, I feel it.
And also, have you found that younger men have been finding you more interesting?
Ooh, child. And I'll be like, well, what you looking at?
They beat him off with a stick.
No.
Nobody told me that.
Looking.
My dad did. He's like, if I had, like, he said something to me, I'm not going to share it on here, but he was just like, dude, like, when you get older, it's going to fucking happen. And I never thought it. And it's like, oh.
Exactly.
It's like, oh.
Exactly. And
and also it's like, nobody's trying to take advantage of anybody. And
yeah.
Them youngins want us more than we want them. We're very like, I don't know if you can handle this. And they're like,
exactly.
Here.
They're like, we want to be handled. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And and also let's clarify, we ain't talking about nobody that's underage. We talking
Oh
about
no,
grown people
no,
that are still young. And that's
yeah,
like, you hit 39, 15 years younger than me is 25. You are grown.
yeah.
You are
I had,
making your
yeah,
own choices. Like, just to be clear, I just,
yeah.
in this era, you need to make things crystal clear.
No, it's over 21 for me too. Yeah.
Very child over 21, over 25. But it's like,
It's still a shock for me.
it's exactly, it's a shock. It's a shock because I was like, when I was 25, you weren't interested, but now here you are.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you here?
Yeah.
What do you want? I'm not a mean person. Like, if you like, I'll help you out. But what do you
Yeah.
think? You can't. And the thing is, they want to be in your house.
I know. Why do they want to come over? Like,
Girl, they will come over for days at a time. Let's talk about it.
yes, they will. And why do you want to
They
come
will come over
over?
on Thursday, won't leave till Sunday.
Sunday at 7. At
Ah!
7.
Speak
You
on-
know I gotta go to work.
speak. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. Speak to
You
your.
know I gotta go to work. Sunday at 2 p.m. You need to be out my house. Not
They will
7.
watch me work.
Exactly.
Because
And then be trying to stay till Monday.
They're like, oh, I like you. I like to see you do your show. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
No.
it's very much like, okay, if you're gonna be here, as you ain't. Like, all right, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this because I want to buy a house.
Well, and my thing is, I like to be in the bed. I want to watch my little Amazon, my little streaming shows. I get my alone time, and 7 o'clock, you try to leave. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So I like being an old lady, but I'm gonna go, Alex. I love you. Thank you for having me. Thank you, chat.
You come into the room anytime.
Anytime you have it, that's right. Bye, bye, beautiful.
All right, I'll see you soon, hun. Who wants to shimmy on in the room next? The brain does not fully develop until around 25 or so to 30 or 50. That's true. Does anyone else want to shimmy on in the room? Let's see, comments. I didn't like it. I guess I did. Ooh, $6 million. I would not want to owe nobody $6 million. I just would not. I sincerely would not. Like, that is just, those are problems that I do not want. Well, is anybody else going to shimmy on in, or should we end the live? Because I think we've covered a lot of the topics. I mean, I'm open to someone else shimmying on in because I rarely do lives. I haven't done, God, I've probably been years since I've done a live. I hope this isn't going to take my channel down. Oh, wait, Christine, you want to come on in? I don't know how to bring you in because I don't know how to work this platform yet. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, we got somebody add to stream. Hey!
What's up?
How are you?
How you doing?
Renee all day is coming in. All right, I want to hear your thoughts.
Nice. Child. Well, we talked about the other day when we talked after the other day. She want to be the next Wendy Williams. And I'm gonna leave that one as that.
That's true. And Ray Ray, how do you feel?
Child, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
This is Miss Porter.
Oh my
You
God!
keep forgetting. You keep
Yes.
forgetting.
Now, let me preface the chat. Miss Porter has been my friend for years. She has been with me to death. She has been with me to moving to California. She was teaching me about the Inland Empire. Like, Miss Porter is my people. So I really want to hear your thoughts on this.
Okay, I'll wait after Sam.
Go ahead.
Hey Sam, how you doing?
Hey, good. Trying to get like Alex.
Well, get with it. I think it was a farce from the beginning.
Thank you.
But check this out. The real gag is she never had the defendant never had a chance to win against the plaintiff. And I'm going to tell you why I think this. The reason behind it, the medical issue, I don't want to say too much and get your page shut down. So I'm just going to give you context clues.
Like, you got to be real cautious.
Please.
Okay. Wait, let's step over stuff. This ain't Instagram. On Instagram, we can speak freely. I'm trying to
get down.
I got Rich K too.
Hello? Okay, so in my opinion, the defendant never had a chance because the plaintiff would have had to be in an outbreak and go to the doctor in order to substantiate the defendant's claim. Now, who in their right mind is going to say, okay, I got it. Let me go to the doctor and take a test to prove the defendant right. Come on now. And her attorneys either knew this or should have known this. Either way, she wasn't going to win regardless.
And that's why I don't play in court.
Because the whole premise behind that type of test and getting a positive result is when you are in an outbreak. It doesn't that's why they came back the way they were, inconclusive or negative.
Yup.
So that was free money. And I don't understand why a medical professional should not have explained that to the defendant side. Or if they did, why didn't they listen? Because DNA don't lie. I think Medea taught us Dana don't lie.
And yep.
They could have hired me to testify. I could have said, pay me a cool 5 G's. Yeah, I will testify too. I said, she's not gonna win that in court because every medical test is gonna come back negative.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Porter.
Fact check me if you want.
Oh no, that's something I didn't bring up, but yeah,
just saying.
That is a fact.
Just saying.
$3.8 million. And the taxes on that are going to be another $2 million. Could you imagine owing somebody $6 million?
Not the kid. Never. Look, quiet as kept. I'm 0-4. 4-0, whichever one I won. So I got some history. But at the same time, I won all my cases.
So there's a reason I know not to fuck with the R, the motherfucking F.
Ooh, and they were in the audience too, child. Front row. I heard front row.
that child. Ooh, I don't want to mess.
No,
I don't think so, honey.
And quiet as it's kept, if anybody really stared into how she was speaking in her show, she admitted who she got the records or who accessed the records for her. If you go back and look at her old show, she's telling on somebody in her staff who got the records for her. And they also can be held liable from the state of New York.
So. Yeah, that other case is coming up. The one with that fool that messed with kids.
And this is why I sing allegedly. It's just the word allegedly.
It's too many cases.
I heard allegedly.
Allegedly.
On the street. Allegedly. I sing to the beat. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly.
I know that's right.
Thanks.
Child, that on today's episode of
what are you crying for?
I thought I was 3 years ago. On today's episode of that song, done saved my ass, saved my mother.
Yeah. I said that you want to be the next movie.
And Amanda Seals, fuck you.
Oh.
No?
And guess what? Amanda Seals can't sue me because I put the allegedly theme song at the beginning of the video when I cussed her out for her own actions, which are also provable. So I know the elements on the thing.
Skyra. That's my dog barking. Or whining, excuse me.
What kind of dog?
Cut it out.
If you don't put him on camera.
Her, and I'm allergic to her.
On camera.
Oh,
come on.
God. Nah. She ain't coming to my room. No. I'll send you a picture of her. Because she bad as hell. She a New Yorker. That's a Bronx dog. I'm lucky she's not breaking in right now.
Now, a Bronx dog, here's the thing. Your Bronx dog will give you 10 good minutes to decide what you want to do, and then they're going to make a decision for you.
Yep.
that is New York people. We will allow you to make your decision. Like Cardi B sent cease and desist. We're going to let you do what you think you can do, and then we are going to make the decision.
Then we're going to show you what we're going to do, and you're going to help us. Thank you, and have a good goddamn day.
Okay. All right, now we're in charge here. It's like, thanks, Batman, and now we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up.
But yes. Okay. Not to go completely off topic, but somebody please take Bravo off the fucking air. Excuse me.
Take who? Where?
Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
Tomorrow on Pop Roast.
It's just a mess. It's like every month. This racist. That racist. This racist. I'm done. I stopped watching it years ago. I only listen to you talk about it because I be on broke my television trying to listen to these people. No. Can't rent that much space in my head right now.
3.8 million.
Girl, I'm still on that. I'm like, it's 6 million. 6 million with taxes. It's 6 million. Like, I would be perfectly happy if that was like the most I was worth in my life. 3.6. Ooh.
Okay, I have a question. Now, up until testifying in that box in the room, one narrative was being said. Then on the stand, the truth was told, but then the truth negated the whole point.
It was a moment where she realized,
I don't get it.
I in court, I'm going to face bigger penalties. So I'm going to go on and tell the truth. Because if she hadn't told the truth, the cross-examination would have eviscerated her. It was a moment where it's like, oh, I'm not going to win this fight, so I'm going to have to get my ass kicked. And she went on and got her ass kicked.
Now I
That she
understand
contradicted
that.
her deposition. You
I
said one thing in the deposition, now you're saying another thing in court.
A
Oh,
lot
the
of people say different
deposition.
things in
Okay.
deposition rather than in court because they don't think it's going to go to court.
Yeah, she thought it wasn't.
I don't. Let's sing it together. I don't
play in court.
And the thing, now y'all know. Now y'all know I've been singing. Why I've been singing that shit for years. Now you're like, oh, maybe Alex with that.
Yep.
You might have known a little something that we didn't. I don't play in court.
No.
Oh,
Especially military court. No.
And everybody was joking. Oh, Alex, well, he don't play in court. Oh, he don't play in court. Now y'all like,
no,
don't play in court.
Child.
And now you right now they head like, he was on it.
All that was just for nothing.
She wanted to get the IRS money.
I don't.
She wanted to get the IRS money.
I'm sorry, I heard people outside.
People do that.
You look to the side
like
the fuck is that?
I
Girl,
just don't get it. I thought
I don't play in court. I don't play my house either, girl.
Sorry, there we go.
I mean, okay, get it. I mean,
you were a child. It was about.
You got a point to prove, okay, but you.
No, honey, I'm in my house. I'm like,
thank you.
I hear a noise outside. It's very much okay. You want to go? Let's go.
You good as long as you're outside.
You won't. Here's the thing. All you would hear was a pop, 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 and it's me or it's them.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And you coming back to film, so we know what that is.
Girl, I'm sorry, I had to shoot two intruders. I will, girl, and the thing is, I would love the press. I would love the press because I would be like, oh, Alexander Diane Rogers, murdered two intruders. I'd be in the press like this.
Oh Lord!
From the United States military, you thought you could break in, but you can't.
$1 million pose, huh?
Girl, honey, Ralph Lauren would design me for the photo shoot, as he did for BravoCon. So you know.
Oh Lord!
I've already done this before. I'll do it again.
They keep complaining about an echo.
I can't see
The echo is giving me. I don't hear any echo.
Me either.
Hello? I don't think it's mine.
Mm-mm.
I have nothing on in the background anymore. Sky. Damn dog.
YouTube sometimes has issues with audio.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
But I really do hope that they succeed, really, with all the jokes aside. I really do think Tasha K will be okay. I think as long as she doesn't commit any, criminal acts and, and just keep her verbiage apropos, she should be okay. Other than that, she'll make her money. She got her businesses. She gonna be all right, and Cardi B gonna be fine. She just needs to stop saying the N-word, and we'll be fine. Tasha K stop lying, and Cardi B stop saying the N-word.
You know what?
And both of them will be fine.
This has been fabulous. I've been online for 2 hours. This is brought us out. I mean, ain't shit else to say.
Love them both. I don't know them, but I wish them well. Keep your eye on the prize.
I love you, girl. I love you.
But I wish her well.
Hey,
I love you, girl.
Hey.
Wish her well.
Oh,
Okay.
that's how
We can do that. We can do that.
We don't know now. Now, Tasha K, again, a black woman doing what white men do and everybody's mad at it.
Well,
and let's talk about that as a bottom line. And when I lost my channel, she was one of the first people in my Instagram helping me get it back. This is like, I respect her. I
Okay.
admire her. And she's been
Yeah.
nothing but kind to me. Nothing but kind. Am I afraid of her? Yes. And I told her that in her face. I told her that in her, like, she'll tell that's the truth. The truth. I told her to her, I'm terrified of you. I'm like, I like you, I admire you, and I can also be terrified of you at the same time because I know I do not want it with you. I know if we were in a fight, I would not win.
Okay.
So I ain't gonna do it with you. And I told her this to her face. To her face. So this ain't nothing new that she's hearing. It's the truth.
I know
And
you
that's
ain't
why I'm
snoring.
being very careful about what I say about her child. We ain't even going to talk about that. There's another topic for another time. Storm has also been nothing but nice to me, and these are my coworkers. So this was not. And if anybody listens to the live, like, we did not bash or Tasha rather in any way. We just talked about what was going on. But girl, you said it all. You said it all. You said things that I had to cover my face for the read. And when I have to cover my face for the read, it's like,
yeah, it was a lot.
It was also all the truth. And a lot of people can't handle the truth.
True. Absolutely true on that. You have to be very.
I have to get off here because I look way too good on this live, and I'm like, I don't.
You are
no,
cute. Look at
okay.
you.
Like, girl, like, it's good lighting. It's good lighting. Like, I'm like, shit. I'm like looking at me. I'm like, well, damn. Like, this yeah, girl, that's really working with you. I'm like, that ain't real.
What? Okay, I don't know where it went, but if
I
you
will
can see it,
call soon, and I might pop live on Instagram. But this has been a fabulous conversation about current events.
there she go.
Oh my God.
That's my baby.
Woof woof.
That's my spoiled baby. That's how
Perk up.
I know how you
Perk
feel.
up. Perk up. We ain't doing
Come
that.
on.
Perk up. Perk up.
Come on.
I gotta go, y'all. I can't even. I'll see y'all later.
All right.
All right. Love you later.
Love you too.